entitled parents. Now, we all know someone who has entitled parents. Maybe your parents are entitled. Who really knows? But this subreddit, as I've done in the last video, this is the second one, as you can see by the title. I'll link the other one in the description. But a lot of you guys really wanted me to revisit this because it's glorious. It's a stories time. You guys can just sit in the background and just, listen to it as you please. I think these are beautifully relatable to a lot of people, and thus, welcome everybody back to the mess that is. I'm gonna start with a very short one. It's nice, simple, to the point, 28 days ago, called I Am the CEO. About a year ago, I was running a small video game tournament in the small company I owned. The wait list had a full set of 16 people, and it was fine until one person ruined it for all. EP is entitled parent, EK is entitled kid. So we're starting up the games when a dad ran to the store with his son. We're here for the tournament? Oh, sorry, the list is full. Well, then make some room. I can't do that. Listen, I can get you fired at the push of a button. How? I've been friends with the CEO of this company for a long time. Then call him. I watch him make a fake phone call and hang up. He says you're fired. That's funny, considering I am the CEO. The parents' look of shock still makes me laugh to this day. Beautiful stuff. I've seen this done in person. Not the whole you're fired thing, but it's like, I'll have you know that I know the person in charge here. I've seen it done in person, and it's, oh, is it cringy. People will always think this excuse exists. I don't understand why. People can see straight through it every time. It blows my mind. Nice, clean, straight to the point. For those who have not seen Entitled Parents before, now you're on board with everything. This will be a good one. This one's called I Do Not Care If Your Kid Has Cancer. My child deserves your seat. What could go wrong? So without further ado, let's tuck into this. This encounter happened about 7 months ago. I do not want to insult your intelligence because you most likely already know what EM and me stands for, but I should say that EK in this story stands for an embarrassed kid, and OG stands for old gentleman, 60-year-old guy. The kid was very polite and sorry, so the story isn't about him. Also, I'm translating this into English, so bear with me. A little backstory. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the nasal cavity, stage 2. The tumor was quite large, but thankfully benign. People have pointed out that I formulated this wrong. By benign, I want to shorten it to the fact that it did not spread into other tissue, thus it was contained, which is what I thought the word meant. I apologize for any gaps in my knowledge. To get it removed, I had to undergo aggressive chemotherapy to get it smaller. Thanks to the chemo, I had severe alopecia, or hair loss, which made most of my hair and even my eyebrows and eyelashes fall out. At some point, I had to go bald, but I wore a wig. So once, after a long chemo session in the hospital, I took the bus home. There's only one bus that goes from the hospital to where I live, so I took that one, only to see it was absolutely packed. I felt like butt thanks to the chemo, so I asked a middle-aged dude to let me sit. He was very understanding and gave me a spot without complaining. If you're reading this, thanks, bro. 2 steps later, enter EM. A lovely way. Sorry. Read that again. That caught me off guard. Apologies. 2 steps later, enter EM. A lovely whale with a I demand a party with the CEO haircut and 12-something-old kid. It took her roughly 5 seconds to see that the bus was packed. Started looking for a free seat, spot me, and start marching. Or in her case, trying to fit in the aisle between the seats while shoving others aside. To me. When I saw her, I knew I was screwed. And then she stood next to me and decided to talk to me. This was the conversation that followed. Hey, could you let my kid sit down? You mean me? Who else? Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm on the way from hospital and so are we. Nonsense. The stop was a few kilometers away from the hospital. My boy just broke his leg and we're coming straight from the ER. The kid was standing next to her without any support, clearly embarrassed. He's standing next to you completely fine. Look here, boy. I am 21 years old. My kid deserves to sit down. Look, madam, I'm sorry, but I just got back from a chemo session in the hospital and I need to sit down and rest. And then I moved my wig a bit to let her see my bald head. EM then straight up started yelling in my face. Stop getting excuses or get off the damn seat, you damn skinhead piece of whoa. Okay. At this point, I was baffled. I didn't know what to say. The kid's trying to make her mother stop and we got the attention of the whole bus. Then she grabbed me and tried to yank me from my seat. I held on tight and thankfully didn't fall off. Now, enter OG, my savior. Will you shut the hell up, you dumb cow? Who do you think you're talking to? With a nice cold voice, stop assaulting other passengers or I will be forced to step in. Also, Every dumb moron can see that the dude has cancer.
No, he's just a damn skinhead.
He's got no eyebrows, you twat! Seems like that really offended EM, because she spun around in the spot and threw a falcon punch in OG's face. I was shocked and in disbelief. The whole bus was flabbergasted and the kid probably wished he'd never been born. OG then said something unbelievable and a golden sweet karma moment followed. Alright, that does it. Harassing passengers on the bus, physical assault against a passenger, and now assaulting an officer. You're in deep trouble, lady. OG then pulled out a badge and told her to stay where she was. Then he pulled out his phone, called someone, and told her she was being arrested. I couldn't believe it. OG was a bloody cop. At this point, EM was white as a wall. The bus had just come to a stop, so she decided to make a run for it. But the other passengers blocked her way. She then also got charged with resisting arrest thanks to this. 3 stops later, a police car was waiting for the EM and EK. Kid told me he was sorry for his mother's behavior, and I felt really sorry for the kid. He wasn't a bad child, but his mother was a hellspawn. OG then talked to me and asked if I wanted to press charges, to which I gladly said yes, took a statement, and thankfully was kind enough to let me solve everything on the phone, so I didn't have to come into the police station for questioning. In the end, EM got some jail time, I think it was a few months, and some community service. I, in return, got a good story to tell and the sweet taste of instant karma. Right now, I'm riding in the same bus home, and I just got back from the hospital after a checkup, which reminded me of this. A friend who was sitting next to me told me I should post it here. As much as myself also couldn't believe that such people existed, but it seems I proved it to him. I should also note the surgery went well. I was declared cancer-free in November and my hair's slowly returning. Also, I don't need to wear a wig anymore. That is a fantastic story. Karma at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Moral of the story there is just don't be that guy or that girl, because then you're gonna set a bad example for your kid and it's a mess. You or your kid doesn't deserve anything. No one deserves anything unless they work for it. And in this sense, you didn't work for a goddamn thing. And thus the world goes around. God bless you, Karma. And now the cherry on top is that he's cancer-free as well. That story had everything. That was sick. Also, the I demand a party with the CEO haircut is fantastic. Just, oh, darling. Oh, darling, bring me the manager. Entitled mom gets her daughter and her friends to accuse me of rap and demand I be kicked from an art contest. Woo, okay. All right, you've got my attention. Let's see how this one goes. Backstory. This happened when I was 15. I just moved to a new high school and knew no one. Due to my first name and appearance, everyone assumed I was a boy without asking or at least trying to figure it out. My first name is a unisex name, most commonly used by boys, and I wear clothes in the boys section because I like the style. I was also flat-chested. So yeah, everyone thought I was a boy. I didn't care though. I'm not gender fluid or anything. I was born female, and no one was doing it maliciously. I was also too socially awkward to correct anyone. Actual story. About 2 weeks after I came to the school, there was an art contest. Nature themed. Being the loner I was, I spent a lot of time outside, which made the contest perfect for me. I drew a bear in a cave hibernating with leaves falling around it, and a ghost-like drawing of the bear's ancestors in the background. Another girl drew a bunch of deer running through a field. This girl was the entitled girl. E.g., as awful as this girl was, her art was beautiful. Such talent wasted on her. One guy I knew pretty well drew a dog stalking a fox that was stalking a rabbit. Stalking guy, SG. Everyone else, like 4 other people, did casual stuff like a field of flowers, a bird in a tree, or another guy did a picture of a squirrel giving birth. Sadly, it wasn't that detailed. Entitled girl looked at my drawing.
You know, it would look a lot better if you spent more time with the rock?
She smiled innocently while gesturing at the bear. Oh, that's not a rock, that's a bear.
Oh, gotcha! Sometimes boys draw so vague and abstractly. Not a lot of primary contrast.
Yeah, she said big art-related words to sound smart. Primary contrast?
If you don't understand it now, you'll never get it.
She waves her hand dismissively and walks away. The contest host announced 3 winners. Those 3 would advance to the next round. SG got it first, I got second, and EG got third. Now, SG was super popular, so she, EG, went up and congratulated him whilst glaring at me. After she left, I talked to SG for a bit. The next day, I get to my locker and rapist is written all over in red paint. I don't know if I can say that word because YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2019. Everyone is staring at me, whispering. EG walked by with a security guard.
That's him! That's the boy who rapped me!
Changing it to rapping just makes everything just funnier, to be honest with you. I'm asked to go with them, and I do. People were screaming at me and calling me names. Someone threw a half-eaten burger at me. McDonald's morning cravings, I guess. We get to the office, and EG's mom is standing next to the principal, P's desk, with the smuggest look on her face. Do you know why you're here? I think so.
Don't play games, you little shit. You rapped my daughter.
EG, fake crying.
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Me.
No, don't lie. You held her down and rapped her.
With what?
With your penis, how else?
Can I even say that? I don't even know. We're gonna change it for comical effect.
With your penis, how else?
Principal, I don't know what else to say other than she's lying.
No, I'm not. My friends witnessed it.
F1 and F2 got called to the office. Me, your parents are on their way. Do you want me to wait for them? No, I want to hear what F1 and F2 has to say. They tell their story about how I rapped EG at the back of the school, keeping it short and simple. I started to laugh.
How freaking dare you? You rap my angel and then you laugh at her? You should be kicked from the art contest.
I'm still laughing. The room has gone silent apart from me. Principal, quiet! He's freaking livid and starts tearing me a new one. Well, he would have been if I did it. Then SG walked in with papers for the principal. He looked around all of us.
Is this a bad time?
Hey, SG, tell them what we did last night.
We got food. We watched a movie at my place. Liar! You probably rapped my sweetheart as well.
Entitled girl freaks out.
No, Mom, he did it. Just me. SG did nothing wrong, I promise.
But if me was with SG, how did he rap you?
Are you calling her a liar? Just take it from the contest and we won't sue.
I'm sorry, but the way you describe what happened makes it impossible for me to do it.
What do you mean? Are you calling me a liar?
Yes. This boy! I'm not a boy. The room fell quiet again. The girls and EM's face went white. Principal looked confused and SG had a look of realization.
Oh, so that's why you wear your PE clothes under your normal clothes?
The mom goes ballistic, screaming and shouting about how I'm lying. The parents get in here and they confirmed that I'm a girl. EM got chewed up by her principal and kicked out of the Parents Association, whilst EG and her terrible friends were suspended for a week. EG was kicked from the contest and banned for participating in any of them for the rest of the year, and she had to pay for the paint to be cleaned off. I'm in my junior year at the school, and some people from my year are still debating on my real sex and gender. TLDR, entitled mom and her daughter gets a friend to accuse me of rap and demanded I be kicked from the art contest. Everyone finds out my true sex and gender. And that was a ride from start to finish. I love how the entire story, we all know in the background that she's a girl. We're just waiting for it to come out, like, just tell them. Just get it over and done with. Just tell them we can move on. But she was like, no, I'm just gonna let this play out. She had the golden card. She had the golden ticket of just, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm about to be suspended. Boom! Blah, and then just revealed everything she was without revealing everything that she was. That was a good little story. Like, imagine being the parent of a child. The child comes to you and says, I want to accuse this person of rap, which, by the way, saying rap the entire time was hysterical to me. I had to reread everything about 10 times because I was just cracking up in my head. Your daughter wants to accuse someone of rap, and as a parent, you're like, yeah, you deserve to win that art competition. I'm okay with doing this felonious thing. What? Excuse me? Blows my mind. Blows my mind. I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't think I will ever understand. You can't just throw out a stranded pregnant mother and her toddler at 3 a.m. in the cold. Oh yes, I freaking can. Okay. Also, why do I have my headphones on? I'm not listening to anything. Also, I love the beginning of this story. Just buckle up everyone for this bumpy ride. Okay, so I was chilling in my living room around 3 a.m. playing some video games. My parents were out of town visiting some friends, so I decided to stay home, house to myself and all. So here I am, in nothing but bra and panties, when there's a knock at the door. What the I'm thinking to myself. So I scrambled to get some clothes on, and I answered the door. It was a family acquaintance with her already whiny little brat. She's also visibly pregnant, and we'll get to why that part is important later. Hey, Name, what's going on? My car broke down, and told Tommy can't come get my car until tomorrow. You think me and Brat's name can crash here tonight? Sure, you guys can sleep in the living room. I let them in. Want anything to eat or drink? Coffee if it's any trouble. Sure, no problem. So I go and make some coffee when I see the little schnit picking up my controller. Hey, little guy, how can you put that down? Oh, he can't play a game? No, I'm in the middle of something. Plus, he wouldn't know how to play this type of game. But he really wants to play, don't you, little schnit? I want to play. That's the voice I'm gonna use for the child for the remainder of this. No, you can't play. I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. Oh. Throws the freaking control at the TV, shattering the screen. What the frick? I rush over to the TV. Hey, don't you swear at my child. You just freaking let him destroy my TV like this. You're the one who didn't let him play the video game. I said no, and you have to teach your little brat that he isn't own jack schnit. How dare you? Just wait until your mother hears about how you treated him. You'll make a terrible mom. I'm not having kids, but if I did, I wouldn't let them be spoiled little schnits like Brat. You are being a brat right now. Just get a new TV and quit whining. Yeah, I'll get a new TV with the money you pay me for the broken TV. What? But you are the one who instigated little schnit. You know what? Just get the frick out of my house. You and your brat are no longer welcome in my house. What the frick is wrong with you? I'm and have a toddler and have nowhere to go. You can't just kick out a stranded pregnant mother and her toddler at 3 a.m. in the cold. Oh, yes, I can, you insufferable Knut. Get the frick out of my house before I call the cops. Her picking up her brat and heading towards the door. Just wait until your mother hears about this. Yeah, I'll gladly tell her what little schnit did to the TV that you refuse to pay for it. You'll regret that! Leaves. The next morning, I call my parents to explain what happened. They were very understanding because I was never raised to be a spoiled little Kanoom stan, and Moonby Knut got an earful from my mom that if she didn't pay back, we would take her to small claims. She tried to pay the, oh, I'm a single mother, schnit, but it didn't work. She forked over $500 for the new TV, and we cut contact with her. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of that. There was a bunch of swear words in that, and I apologize, but I'm trying to make it funny by just making up random words on the fly. This little subreddit will forever blow my mind. The fact that people in this world exist. If you know people in your life, or you have a story or something like this, please feel free to go to the subreddit and post a little story for yourself. It's another reason why I wanted to do this Reddit series is because A, you guys really enjoy it, and B, I'm able to show you guys around the world about these subreddits so you can possibly contribute for yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this. Before you go anywhere, there is a part 1 of this. Again, they're completely random stories like this one. There'll be a link in the description. There'll also be an annotation at the end of the video. If you guys do want to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram, a bunch of you have been coming over already, and thank you so much for that, for keeping up to date with my little life. Link in the description to all of those. Subscribe if you are new and you want to see brand new Reddits every single, try and do every other day or something like that at this point. But yeah, that's really that. I appreciate you guys stopping by my humble little channel. With that being said, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Now, video over here. This is the episode 1 that we were talking about earlier. And this is another random video for my channel that YouTube has decided to, you know, think you might be interested in. So either one of these, and if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to click me down here. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good day now. Take it easy, and don't be like these people. Just please, please, for the love of God, please, please.